So the only thing I'll do, the reason I set up two servers in the first place was to show you how to copy files from one server to another server through SSC. That will not take 30 minutes. All right, that's okay. Let's find out why I didn't. All right, guys. So that's about all the practicals we can do today. Until I come back to you. Let's take your questions.
So with Bing Bash, there's no existing Bing Bash that you have to go to be able to use the VI.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it have a Bing Bash? Does Bing Bash have a existing file directory? I guess like the configuration.
No, there's no file to configure. No configuration to do. No.
No,
it's not installed. It's already there. It's part of Linux.
Okay.
Part of Linux. This is what when you run your.
Hello, sir.
That one just gave me an idea. Let's try that idea. So why don't we do cd bin bash and run? Let's see if we can run from there. Bin. Does it have bin bash?
Not the directory.
Oh, it's not the right place. Which bash? It's not even there.
Mm-hmm.
No. There's something wrong. There's something I need to install first. CD. Okay.
So Mr. So it looks like the owner of the file is EC2 user. Should it be root or EC2 user?
If it's root, then what they use running scripts.
Gotcha.
They should be able to run scripts without it. So it won't help at all if we make it run as. Yeah, got a point, but we'll be breeding you because in reality you are not going to breed.
Hello, Mr. Akin.
Yes, sir.
So obviously we're supposed to use this in preparation for AWS to have the good, fundamentals in this. I wanted to ask your opinion on Azure. What do you think about Azure?
Azure, yeah, it's good to have so what we're doing, what I'm doing now, AWS is definitely the biggest. So go first with AWS. Then after AWS, you should maybe learn one or two more. So what we'll be doing subsequently with your class is we learn AWS will be the primary tool, and then we deploy Kubernetes in Google Cloud because it allows you to, AWS will charge you for Kubernetes services. So we deploy Kubernetes in Google Cloud, and then we look for one or two things to deploy in Azure, so that at the end of training, you now have experience on all three platforms.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for an AWS job, but I was able to get one in Azure.
Oh, beautiful. Azure is even simpler and less restful. What are you deploying on Azure?
I don't know yet. I'm just doing orientation so far. Nothing with the job so far.
Okay.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, Microsoft is generally AWS is more robust because they are first, but Microsoft is very friendly. Yeah. It's a good one. I have many trainers who deploy Kubernetes on Azure and then deploy S3 on. So they use a combination of at least two cloud providers. So it's a good one. Yeah, we'll find something to deploy in Azure. And I also have materials that will be helpful, even if we don't practice them in class. Straight to the point materials of enter this command to get this. I have it on Azure. So I share that. Yes.
Mr. Akin,
I have a lot of materials. I have a lot of materials that if I give to you, you know even. So depending on what you need, I will be able to customize materials for you after the training.
What of the people that will stop at AWS?
Whatever we can do, we do. But my focus is DevOps engineering. So unless you really do DevOps, I don't have much. So these materials and the resume building and the contact to job is built around the DevOps curriculum. So I may not be able to offer much since I'm already offering everything on that DevOps. But whatever it is that we can still share, I will share, but no more.
Okay, I have a question on what we did today.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that you were able to switch user to root without prompt for password. Can you explain why that is?
That's how it is with... Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
That's how it is with cloud, with AWS.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's the default state. However, in operations, you definitely don't want to add a password so that not this easy.
Sir, I noticed one thing. Sorry to draw you back. Anytime you put the sudo bash, probably the script, you switch back to EC2 user.
It's something about the bash, but what's the explanation now? Let me find an explanation for you, but that's how bash operates.
Take it to root, then you switch back again.
Yes, once you switch back, again, I expect it to now display some output to show me that the batch is working. That was what happened yesterday when I practiced. It just showed me, and I already knew. I didn't even have to go and browse. I already saw on the screen.
Okay.
Like, well, yeah. So every time I do that and I don't see it, that's when I know. But just to prove to you that it's not working, I'll have to go there. It was so smooth yesterday, and the whole thing was just in less than smaller than millisecond, 1 microsecond, everything was up, and everything. So I will get it today. All right, so
Excuse me, sir.
let's yeah.
Yeah, please. Can you explain the primary purpose of Bash?
Bash is for automation, so that this process we went through when we set up our first. Were you in class? When we set up our first
yes,
web server, when we did all of this manually. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
When I was explaining. So we just want to automate that process so that we don't have to do all of this one by one like we did the first time. We'll just run this file, and the file in 1 centisecond will do all of this for us because the commands are already inside the file. And all we just do is go to the browser and browse, and everything's already there.
Okay.
So it automates the whole, this is manual process. Entering, waiting for answer, and doing is manual.
Process.
Okay.
So to automate that, we put everything in a script, and the script will run everything by itself without any human intervention. So all we just do is go get the ready-made food and we eat. We are not in the kitchen cooking anymore like we did.
Right. Thank you, sir.
So what's the IP we're trying to work on? I just want to try.
The IP address? Okay. So that's, who is this female that's contributing? What's your name, Ma? Is that Mo?
Dial.
All right. So yes, can you see?
Yes,
3.84.27.1.
Okay, it didn't work.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry. It will work.
I have a quick question, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed that the other time we had to go to the group, is a policy now to change the
security group to allow
the security group. Yeah, to allow. Can we do that also? Can we include that in the bash, or do it from
from CLI? Yes.
Yeah, from CLI.
Yes, infrastructure as code will allow us to do that from CLI.
Okay.
Not bash. That one is not bash work.
Okay.
Bash is just to automate your Linux command. Script. Bash script.
Thank you.
All right, so that's it, guys, for now. But if you have questions, I can see. We still have 6 minutes.
Hello, Mr. Akin.
Yeah.
Well, so far, I'm kind of enjoyed the way you have been teaching Linux, especially sometimes you paint a scenario and a practical way how it's going to be in the real world. So my question is, somebody like me, pretty new in IT and also in Linux. So once I'm done with this, is there any short literature? I don't want to say textbook. Is there any small kind of a snack size of Linux that I can begin to also read and apply it so that I will be able to get so comfortable? So that is my question. Because there's a lot of them on Amazon, I'm not going to lie, but I just want to hear from you.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I try to provide by the manual.
Okay.
So I've read all of the many books here and there. I even have some in front of me. Although this days most of the resources are already online. So I hardly deal with hard copies.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so I just go there, copy from here, extract from there. I also listen to other trainers. Yeah.
I thought that's much.
So my manual will be the best for that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.